Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Experience. I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse to lead us in here, and well, we now have a completed villager trading hall, which is something we have been needing for quite a long time. So yeah, hopefully this will come in handy. But that is not the only thing I have been working on around the base here, folks. As you can see, our function room now has, well, a bit more function. We've added things like a little brewing area, an XP storage bank, a little crop micro farm, and even a smelter in this room over here. So all very, very nice, of course. And I've even done a little bit of work filling up some of these other domes on the outside here. So as you can see, this one is now our enchanting area. And if I come over here, I've also filled this one up, and I've turned it into somewhat of a decorative seating area or a meeting room or something. I'm not really sure, but it looks nice, and that's all that really matters. So clearly, we've been putting a lot of work into this base here lately, and well, with each passing day, we get closer and closer to finishing off our Atlantis palace here, which of course means that pretty soon, we will be moving on to the next phase of the base, where we will be expanding out onto the rest of this island here to build the city of Atlantis, and hopefully, when that is all done, both the palace here and the city down here will all come together to become the kingdom of Atlantis. But folks, there is one very crucial thing missing. This kingdom is gonna need a king. So who better to fill the role as king of Atlantis than this guy? Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. It's me! Alright, now you might be wondering, hey, what are you doing just coming out here all of a sudden and declaring yourself the king of Atlantis? Well, I mean, look around, folks. I already have a lot of the things that a king would normally have. I mean, I have a beautiful palace, I have lots of land, and well, I also have very, very good looks. But most of all, folks, I have a plan to make the city of Atlantis into much more than just another part of our base. So let it be from this day forward that I am called King Milkman of Atlantis, which I sure hope everybody else is on board with, since, well, I didn't really tell them. But yeah, I don't see that being a problem in the future. I am sure everything will be just fine there. But now that I think about it, it's gonna be pretty hard to do all this myself. I mean, it's not easy being king. So I think the first thing on our royal agenda should be to create a bit of a royal council to help me plan out the future of Atlantis. So what I guess I'll do here is just draft up a couple invitations and, well, see if people want to join me in ruling Atlantis. I don't know if they will, but, you know, it's worth a shot. Now, obviously, the first person we are going to be inviting to this council is, of course, our base mate Sydney, since, well, she already lives here and has done a lot to contribute to what has been built, so I'll just leave that right on the front steps for her to read, and hopefully she'll find it there. But the next person I want to invite to the council is our friend Wyatt, who actually doesn't live in Atlantis. He lives right over here in this plains area, and he's kind of just been a close quote-unquote ally of ours for some time, so I wonder if he would be interested in joining. I'm not quite sure. But you know what? We'll plop that right there, and hopefully soon we can get some kind of response so we can arrange a meeting to discuss our plans. But while we wait for those two to respond, we can still take care of a little bit of kingly business here. And well, I've got a new idea for something I want to put right here behind our villager trading hall. I am, of course, talking about a throne room, since every good king needs a throne room. So I'm going to collect up some materials here, and we're going to get straight into building. Let's hit it. Now this is a room deserving of my presence. I mean, wow, is this place fancy. And well, I'm very happy with how it turned out here. I did get a little bit experimental with some of the details in here with these banners and armor stands and things. And I also added this cool carpet design right here, which is inspired by BOO. So shout outs to him for the cool design here. But I think this contrasts very nicely with kind of the color scheme we got going on here. But there is just one more little detail I want to add here, and well, I have been holding on to it for just an occasion like this. And let's just pillar up right here, and boom! Dragon egg. That is looking very, very snazzy right there, and well, it should hopefully add much more to the flex factor of this room. So, all that's left now is to actually invite people over so I can flex on them. But speaking of that, I have received a response from both Wyatt and Sydney, so I think it's time to call together a meeting of the Royal Council. So, let's do that right now. Hello, welcome. Welcome to my very, very fancy and shiny and expensive throne room.
Quite shiny, it's quite shiny. You gotta...
Yes.
How much does this cost you?
Oh, a lot.
Where did you get all the money for this?
Yeah, it wouldn't be our shared bank account, would it?
But hey, hi, welcome. So do you wanna discuss? Cause I brought you here to, help advise me on the future of Atlantis. I mean, I'd like your input. I mean, what would you like to see in Atlantis here?
Well, personally, I'd like a house here. I think that would definitely make things easier for me helping.
Yeah, I want a throne this big too, you know?
I'm sorry, I don't think that's in our budget.
No, yeah? Are we in debt now?
I wouldn't say in debt, really, but, we only had enough money for one throne.
Oh, just for one.
It's my throne, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, don't talk back to a king. This is King Milkman.
Right. So, I also have a bit of a plan, folks, for what I want to make Atlantis into. Would you follow me outside for a moment? Do you see that out there, folks? Do you see what's out there?
I see a panda.
There's a chicken down there.
Okay, both of those things are true, but what I see, that is just raw, natural beauty right there. We have an advantage, folks. Atlantis is a very beautiful place. So what I'm thinking is that we make this the new hot tourist destination. Huh? Huh? I mean, look, we got pearly white sand beaches down there. We got nice green jungle forests and things. It's perfect. It's perfect for tourism.
I wouldn't say forest. Yeah, I wouldn't say forest. I don't see any trees, but sure.
Oh, well, there's a tree over there. I mean.
Okay, sure. Forest.
You're missing, the resort part of this whole destination.
Well, you see, that is where my plan comes in. I want to turn this into a place where people want to come and live and hopefully spend money.
You think you can give me a throne room with that money?
Well, I mean, if we make enough money, maybe. I don't know. We'll say it's a tentative maybe. All right. Does that sound good?
Yeah. All right.
So I definitely think we should write down some kind of list of things for us to do. Wouldn't you agree with that? I mean.
I agree then.
So, all right, let's just put this over here. So the first thing we're gonna need are homes and infrastructure for all of the new people coming to live here, right? I mean,
solid. Yeah, pass the sign there. Let me write some ideas.
All right.
Yeah, let's go to number 2.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. No.
Oh.
That is gonna be more of a step, maybe 5 or 10 or 100 in this list. I'm sorry.
Yeah, even for me, that seems a little unrealistic.
We gotta set our priorities straight. All right, we gotta set our priorities straight. So number 2, we're gonna need a travel agency. We're gonna need to attract people here. And raise attention for our destination here.
We need people to move into the homes we build.
I mean, yeah, that would probably be ideal. And then from there, we need accommodations. I'm gonna butcher the spelling. Accommodations, yes. So, things like shops and restaurants and all that jazz. And hopefully, from there, step 4, profit.
Money would be nice. I like step 4 a lot.
So I think with that list there, we can now go ahead and assign you some roles to kind of help in doing that, because you can't be just going doing stuff willy-nilly, right? I mean,
yeah, we need jobs.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So Sydney, how would you like to be our chief justice, our head judge, so that way you can help curb any crime here in Atlantis?
Yeah, that's a good title.
Yeah, and you over there, how would you like to be the minister of propaganda?
Oh, that would be great. I mean, there's so many good things to say. I mean, 100% of the population here is employed. There's so many great things I could
spread
around.
That's true. I mean, as of this moment, 100% of the population is employed. You are correct.
I could get people to move here very easily. I can take on this task.
All right. Well, that's very good to hear. Well, yeah, that's about it. Meeting over. I don't really know how to end this, so yeah.
I guess I'll just go home. Thank you for the job, King Milkman.
Yeah,
I will bring my chair with me.
And thank you for coming. So I'd say that was a pretty successful meeting, or at least I think it was. I mean, to be honest, I couldn't really tell. But regardless, we now have here written down our plan to make Atlantis into a wealthy and powerful nation. But of course, for that to happen, we are going to have to make this island paradise a bit more paradisey, starting with homes and infrastructure. And well, this, my friends, is going to be my job as king, to help make this place as beautiful as possible. So before we end things off here for today, I do want to get a little bit of a start on some of the infrastructure here, and well, I've got a bit of a creative idea for how we're going to be getting around the island here, and it of course involves water. So what we're actually going to be doing here is creating a series of aqueducts and canals, which will all lead down from our central palace dome to here, where hopefully we'll have a bunch of canals just kind of crisscrossing the island here, and around those canals we can begin to build the city of Atlantis. But for today, we're just going to start with our first little channel here, which will lead directly out from the bottom of there. So let's just dig this away for now. Then from here, we're just going to line the bottom of this with stone brick. It doesn't really need to be too deep, probably just one block. Hopefully that should be enough. Now this is going to have to hang over the edge just a little bit here so that water can flow down to the next level after this one. So let's just bring this out just a little bit here. Alright, so far so good. Now we just need to add in our water. And let's see how this is doing with the water. Yeah, pretty good. We are going to have to sort this situation down here because we can't just have this flowing all over the place. But I think the one thing we are going to need is a little bit of a support structure from beneath here to just kind of hold that up there. And after adding a bit more detail, I can say, yeah, that was definitely the right decision. This is looking really, really cool, especially from under here. I think that looks very, very nice. And up here on the main level, I also added a little bit of kelp and seagrass just to add a nice little bit of color and a little bit of movement to the otherwise static canal here. But of course, now folks, there is just one last thing to do. It's time to ride down the ultimate water slide. So, on your mark, get set, go. And alright, this is turning out to be a little bit anticlimactic. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, alright, well, that was pretty fun. Well, I can definitely confirm that this is very good water slide material here. But aside from that, I think this is a very good start to our canal system here, which hopefully in our next episode, we will be able to expand out across the rest of the island here. But I am afraid that is all the time I'm going to have for today, folks. It was a very fun episode today, so if you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. But for now, I am going to have to leave you here, so long live Atlantis, and long live the king, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!